Hey, this is Scott with Scott Tyndall's Home Shop. I was wondering if anybody might be able to help me answer a question. I have a 1989 F-150 with a 302 EFI motor in it. And the problem I'm having is that it never wants to return to idle. Sometimes it comes really close, sometimes it is 100 RPM or 150 RPM higher than what it's supposed to be. It's got a brand new throttle cable, brand new throttle body, brand new foot pedal in the truck. I keep it oiled up real good, and it just seems like I can't get it to get that last little bit of throttle, or not last little bit of throttle, but I can't get it to always come back to idle every single time. I've done a new ignition module, new plugs, wires, cap, button, which that shouldn't have anything to do with idle. Got a new idle air control motor. It's got a new throttle position sensor that, according to the voltmeter, is reading the correct voltage that it's supposed to read. But sometimes the throttle just won't come all the way closed. And I've checked for binding, and if it's binding, I can't seem to find the problem with it. So my biggest thing is I'm not sure exactly what tells the computer how to control the idle. Is it the input from the throttle position sensor? I would think that if it didn't close all the way down, the computer would realize that and adjust the idle air control motor to compensate. I don't know. If this motor was rebuilt in 2000, in 2000. The truck's in 1989, but the engine was rebuilt in 2000. Doesn't use any oil. I've already gone through and changed out all the intake gaskets, vacuum lines, plenum gasket, throttle body gasket, new air filter, fuel pressure's where it's supposed to be. And I know that some of this stuff may have nothing to do with the engine idling, but I figured I could alleviate a whole bunch of questions. And when you crank it up, it does its computer warm up. You know, it runs it up to about 1200 for a few seconds, and then it starts tapering it down, and it'll drop down to about 800. Most of the time, 75-80% of the time, it's 700 or 800. And if you give the throttle a quick little wrap, not even enough to rev the engine up, then it'll drop down to 700 RPM. And then sometimes the throttle is real hard to push, sometimes it's real easy to push. It does have a heated throttle body, and I was wondering if maybe when the truck warms up, that's when it starts having most of its problems. But when the truck warms up, that it's warping the throttle body just enough to cause it to bind on the shaft. If anybody has any ideas to what may be causing this, or where I can start looking, because I just don't want to keep replacing parts after parts. The temperature sensor for the computer is brand new. The temperature sensor for the idiot gauge on the dash is brand new. I can't think of it. It was a new timing chain, which that shouldn't have anything to do with it. I'm just simply telling you all the stuff that I've replaced on it new, and it's not losing any coolants. Doesn't have vacuum leaks. The vacuum gauge is up there real high where it should be. Does have a slight mist to it. So I don't know if any of that's pertinent to my situation, but that's just everything that I can think of. So if anybody out there has any idea of where I need to start looking, what I need to start checking, the map sensor is still original to the truck. The EGR valve has been taken off and cleaned. It's pulsating like it should. It's operating like it should. A new EGR tube going from the EGR valve down to the intake manifold, which ties onto the exhaust port. Good compression on all cylinders. Voltage is where it's supposed to be. Like I said, a lot of this stuff isn't pertinent to the engine idling, but I just thought I'd try to give as much information as I could as to why, or as to what I've replaced. So if anybody out there that watches this has any serious thoughts on where I need to start looking, please leave a comment below, or you can email me at kj4biz@gmail.com. That's Kilo Juliet 4 Bravo India Zulu @gmail.com. And let's see if we can't get this thing fixed. Larry, if you're watching this, I'd appreciate you chiming in, and if you may have had this problem or whatever. Thank you, and y'all have a good day. Appreciate y'all watching this little short video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos, and leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. Y'all have a good morning. God bless, and y'all be safe this early in the morning.